Hey everyone, it's Kristie with AG Takes Over. Crossing my fingers. If you're seeing this, it's because I'm projecting loud enough for my voice to be picked up. And I'm using natural light. Oh my gosh. I never get to do this because I usually can only film when my daughter is not here or not awake. And she's not here today, so natural light. Oh, I look so cute. All right, I'm here in the tiny doll room upstairs to introduce you to a new doll. For anybody who's been watching my channel for a while, first of all, thank you. That's so nice. Secondly, you might have noticed that I have a bit of a pattern of being a magnet for gorgeous, like beautiful Sonali mold CYOs that I find on mostly Facebook Marketplace for dirt cheap. And I don't know what it is about them, but this year I've seen 2 additional ones that I've said, I'm going to share the wealth. I'm going to let somebody else get that one. Like I even sent a picture of one to some friends and said, hey, if anybody wants her, she's gorgeous, but I'm not going to get her because we're kind of all full up on really pretty Sonali mold CYOs and there's not a lot of space left over. So, but the molds that I never see, like ever find good deals. And when I say dirt cheap, I mean like typically an average of $50 for a CYO. So I never find Jess mold CYOs. I never find Addie mold CYOs. I occasionally see Josefina and Classic, but I just always get Sonali molds, which is fine by me. But I found an Addie mold CYO recently. She's so pretty. So I think the reason that I found her was because the seller didn't say CYO or create your own or anything that would like come up in a search result. And if you've ever listed things on Facebook Marketplace, you know that they don't always put the picture that you put as the main picture is not always the one that shows up. So the very first, like the main thumbnail picture was this. Like it was just the back of her head. And I was like, well, I don't know. It's at $30 American Girl doll. Well, I'll see who it is. Scrolled to the next picture or tapped on the next picture and I was like, hey, is she still available? And if so, you're out of state. Would you consider shipping? I'll cover shipping and I'll pay with a method that offers purchase protection. So for everybody's peace of mind. And when I do that, I would say it's like 50-50. Half the time people either don't acknowledge my inquiry at all or they just shoot back, no shipping, pickup only. I'm like, all right, doesn't hurt to try. But this one was like, yeah, sure. Well, that was easy. And for the price, friends, I didn't even ask, can I see extra close-up pictures and this and that? And no, they said there's a haircut in the back, but it's not really noticeable. I think you could see it, but I was like, I can work with this. I can work with this for $30. I mean, even with shipping, it was $40.80. So she's right over here. Her name is Bree because my daughter likes Fancy Nancy, the television show, the 4-year-old, not the 22-year-old. She likes Fancy Nancy, and the girl's name is Bree. So lately when we've been playing, my daughter has been saying, I'm Ellie. That's not her name. I'm Ellie, and you can be Bree. And I'm like, okay, we have new names. That's one of my alter egos for playtime. So we named the doll Bree, hopefully so that I don't have to keep being Bree. Anyway, here she is. I'm going to show you what I saw first. I've changed her outfit, but here's what I saw first. So I definitely was not thinking, oh, I bet that's an Addie mold CYO. I just saw this. But here she is. She's so pretty. Is this a combination that I personally would have created? No, probably not. But I think she's gorgeous. And yeah, not like $30. Of course I said yes. I feel like this eye socket is slightly smaller than this one. The eyelashes are pretty good. They're not glammy, but they're both symmetrical. If you watched my video on defects to look out for in your American Girl dolls, lashes that go one up and one out is pretty common. So I think her eyelashes are good. eye socket seems to be one a little bit bigger than the other, but they're both looking forward. She has good eyes. Her teeth are even. And her lip color is a lighter color, so I know that all of the newer dolls have been coming out with more like saturated lip color. Hers is not, which is fine by me. She has the feathered eyebrows because she's an older CYO. But yeah, she's really pretty. So she does have a haircut. Like some pieces, she was like, "Oh, it's just in the back." Well, it's here. It's all the way up to here, and her hair comes down to here. So it's not like a little haircut. And I think you can see some shorter pieces a little bit up closer. But here's the thing. Her hair was kind of dried out, so I washed it, I dried it. If you know my routine, I did a flat iron to it. And instead of going straight down and making it like Julie's hair, where you totally would have noticed this haircut, I just kind of did enough of a flip at the end of it that everything is kind of has some movement to it. And I don't even, there are truly me's that have this layered cut. Older truly me's that have this kind of layered cut. So I think it's not, like, it doesn't bother me in the slightest. The eye socket, if I had paid $220, I would be a little bit disappointed, but honestly, I'm not. I don't even care. So my pickiness is situational. I'm totally fine with this. And then I wasn't really sure. Usually I don't feel like I want this doll to have a look, but I kind of do for her. I want to decide what's her style, and not to like, I don't know. I think why I don't like that is sometimes it feels like you're making a doll very one-dimensional, like this is their look and this is the only thing. It's kind of like a one-dimensional book character, but I don't know. I just wanted to see what looks better on her. So I am going to show you a bunch of pictures of her in some different outfits, and I would love to know in the comments, what if this were your doll, what look would you go for, right? Would she be more preppy? Would she be more outdoorsy? What colors do you think favor her combination, her skin, hair, eye combination? So I'll get you started with some pictures, but you can let me know in the comments. And then because this video is short, I am going to go ahead and introduce 4 dolls that my wife has already introduced on Instagram because they're her dolls. 2 of them she got for herself, and 2 of them I got for her this past Christmas. So let's see. Give me just 1 second. I'm going to see if all of them happen to be in this room, and if so, I'll show them. If not, I'll just show you pictures and talk a little bit about them. All right, we're in luck. All 4 of them happen to be in here, so I'm going to go in order of easiest to get to and show you. So first one, because she was just standing, not even on a stand, is this gorgeous girl, 108, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Her name is Mercedes, or Mercedes, however you want to pronounce it. And I'll take her glasses off just so you can see her without them. I picked her out for a Christmas present for Grace, and when I went to the store at that time, probably like November, maybe December, it was really easy to find a 108 that was like good lips, good eyes, good eyelashes, even brows, all the things that I have on my checklist. I was like, yep. Oh, and there's another good one, and there's another good one. Not usually the case. So I was like, I found one that passes inspection in no time, and there were several like good alternatives, so that's nice. The next one is, I say this, I'm filming this at the end of January, so technically there's time for Grace to prove me wrong, but I think this will end up being the last doll that Grace handpicks at the American Girl Columbus store before it closes, because it closes in a couple weeks, February 19th. So here is Easton, and if you're familiar with the American Girl store in Columbus, it's in the Easton Shopping Center, the Easton Mall, the Easton area of Columbus. So I know she's not the only one to pick this name for her doll, because a couple weeks after we got her and she named her and everything, then Mal from Dollies and Rainbows did her meetup at the end of December, and she got a doll, and then later announced that she was naming it Easton. So I think it's a very, like, it makes a nice name, plus it's a fitting homage to a store that's closing. So yeah, there's Easton. She is pretty. She was hard to find a good one. Like, the lip paint on this particular doll is just, on the Marie Grace mold in general. Like, I think lip paint is the most common issue on Marie Grace molds these days. So, all right. And then the next two, I'm going to show you them on their stand, because if you need a space-saving doll stand idea, I have a tutorial for it, but I have since kind of tweaked and upgraded it, so I'll let you see the most current version. And if you remind me, if I don't remember on my own, I'll put the link to the tutorial in the description. So the last two are seen here on a Dollar Tree paper towel holder with a piece of cardboard on it so that it's nice and flat for their feet. And then what I have changed up is, instead of like this Velcro stuff that I was using before, I just switched it out for elastic and buckles. So I am liking that much better. It feels more stable to me. But if you have made the tutorial before, and sorry, hold on. If you have followed the tutorial, I would love to know how those are working for you. But anyway, this is not a video about doll stands. So this girl does not have a name yet, at least as of the time I'm filming it. She is 123, and she's the other one that I got for Grace. Gorgeous hair, so bouncy. And I'll take her glasses off as well so you can see her without them. We pop the lenses out of a lot of them because I'm just not trying to struggle with that with doll photography. But anyway, there we go. Biggest challenges on her were getting full lips and eyes that didn't have like a bunch of white underneath, or like a lot of white showing on one eye and none on the other. So the lips are perfect. The eyes, there is a tiny bit of white showing under here and not really under there. This was the best one, and I looked several times. I'm actually very happy with her. I think she's gorgeous. Yeah, she's very pretty. Fun fact about her. So if you have a 123, check this out, because I'm just curious. I'm assuming it's a fluke. But Grace said, feel her legs. That's not an odd sentence at all. Feel the doll's legs. Okay. So I felt one. It's very smooth. Felt the other. It has that like there's a coating, like hairspray residue or powdery. It feels powdery. It feels a little gritty. I have felt dolls' legs that are like this. I have felt dolls' legs that are like this. I had never felt a doll that had one of each. So if you know what I'm talking about, like that difference in texture, this is like, it's not going to show up. But this one is a lot more like powdery, gritty feeling, and this one is super, I think it does kind of show up, actually. It doesn't bother me. I imagine that if we cared enough and we called the hospital, they'd probably switch it out because they're clearly from different batches or something. But yeah, I don't mind. I think it's interesting that she has like two different textured legs. All right, so let me grab the last one. And then here's the last one, and I just realized I totally lied to you. This is Mercedes. This is Mercedes. I don't know what 108's name is going to be. Anyway, this one has a name. She does not. I totally lied. So here she is. I don't remember her number. I'm sure you've already typed it in the comments for me if you know it. But anyway, she's one of the Joss molds that has the mean girl eyebrows. Yeah. You can see her teeth like Joss, not like Maritza. You don't have to look for her teeth, but yeah, she's got shorter hair than Maritza. Otherwise, it's kind of the same, same amount of curl. Cute little outfit. So yeah, I didn't get any for Christmas, but I did bring home one at the beginning of the year because she was $30 and she was an Addie Mold CYO, and then Grace got 4 for Christmas. So, no, I mean around Christmas. All right, that's it. If you got name ideas for 123 or 108, you can put them in the comments just in case she hasn't been, or they haven't been named by the time that this airs. Otherwise, I'll put a playlist on the left and a video for you on the right, and you can binge watch to your heart's content, and I will see you within the next week for another video. Take care.